We keep walking through this forest. You hear a lot of this song throughout the game.
Whoa!
Oh yeah. We're getting towards Guado Salam! Awesome.
This is the Moonflow. These are moon lilies.
Why? Why are they called that?
They say that clouds of fireflies gather here when night falls.
The moon never
The
comes into the
entire
game.
river glows like a sea of stars.
Really? Hey, I got an idea!
We're not waiting till nightfall.
LOL.
Then, once we beat Sin, we're coming back.
Stoic Warrior 1 and 2. Not so stoic people. Still being stoic though. You know, even without it being nighttime, this still looks cool. And this is also nicer in this HD remastered version. The mountains across the way are much clearer. The reflections are nicer.
Hey, we better hurry or we'll miss the shoe puff.
Shoe puff? That's some kind of boat?
Waka's grunt there in Japanese would be a yes, by the way. Instead of and they use and So anytime, and I don't think that's even the first time in the game that Waka or someone else has done that. Though Waka tends to do it. It's not something. I guess it's a thing that most people do.
Whoa! What the? Whoa!
But it definitely is done more by some people with certain personality traits than others. I like how it's basically just an elephant with a mosquito snout and a bronchiosaurus tail. Maybe a short bronchiosaurus tail.
This is a shoe puff.
Yeah,
Whoa!
kind of like a boat.
Let's ride! Come on, let's go!
All right, we board soon as we ready, huh?
Yeah. That counterweight looks a lot cooler in this version of the game. Oh, Waka, my man.
Waka, at your service.
What's up? No. Why would you do that? That's the most horrible idea. Fire element and ice element. God. That's basically the same thing. Halberd. That one's really tempting. Ooh. That would be really useful later. No, I think we're good with what we got. I think we're out of the area where stone is really going to be a problem. So there was something else that was kind of like, what was it? Oh yes, the snake head. No.
Oh, Waka.
What's his face's magic is already a little weaker than I would like it to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just bring all of these up to 10. I used to be the kind of person who would just not use items, because there would always be a time when you needed it more. Eventually I got over that, because you just end up conserving items forever.
I haven't
and
ridden
never
one in
using
so
them.
long.
What? You've been on one of these?
Well, just once. 10 years ago, with Kimari. Remember?
Shoe puff shook, Yuna fall in water. Shoe puff scoop up Yuna with long nose. Yuna jump in 3 more times for fun.
LOL! That is so Yuna.
Kimari worried.
Whoops.
Yuna had fun. Kimari happy.
So now that Kimari is talking, we're getting some hints of the kinds of things that, you know, his history with the other characters, not just his history with the other Ronso, which we got the start of those two guys being mean before in Luca, I think was the first place we saw them, around the Blitzball tournament. But now that he's talking not just to Titus, but also to the other characters more. So,
I lived in the city of Bevel until 10 years ago. I moved to Besaid after my father defeated Sin. Kimari was with me the whole way.
So we also find out...
It's the biggest city in Spira. The main temple of Yevon is there.
So we also find out that Kimari is probably Yuna's oldest friend at this point. Waka and Lulu are both from Besaid. They were orphaned by a Sin attack there, presumably before Yuna's father defeated Sin in his time, which was about 10 years ago. So... Oh. I just realized... I don't know. I can't explain what I just realized without spoiling things, so I'll just keep going.
Iran is troublemaker, but Ronso do not lie. Summoners disappearing, that was not lie.
Right. I'll be careful.
We'll all be careful. 'Cause we love Yuna. Some of us more romantically than others. What are you selling? Ooh, armor. Poison ward. Oh. Okay, it is time to sort equipment. So I can see what I have. I think I need to look at selling things and buying things, because this is a good point to try looking at stuff. Counterattack, Ice Strike, Water Strike, Poison Touch. I don't need two of you. Brotherhood, Bright Shield, Dark Ward, nothing. Buckler. Wait, what? Okay. You're empty. You know what? I don't even know why I'm keeping those. Actually, that's a lie. I know why I'm keeping them. It's just that there's only one slot and there's no point. Yep. Right, I'm looking at defensive things here. Sleep Ward is a good one. Silence. Dark Ward. Man, I hope I'm not seriously forgetting something. Like, those weapons that look the lamest actually turn out to be really cool later. Even if they do, I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Actually, I am worried about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about it. But I'm doing it anyway! Yes. That's lame. This is a better halberd. They were both called halberd. Huh. Ice Ward, Dark Ward, Berserk Ward, hit points. Ice Strike, Distill Man. I wish I could remember what that does. I keep forgetting to look stuff up in between sessions. Alright, so what do we got here? Poison Ward and Magic Defense. That is one I would like to have on hand. No. I just got rid of a bunch of stuff, but oh, I didn't mean to put that on. Okay, so I need to re-equip for her. What do we got here? Magic Defense and Stone Ward. Yes. No. So we've got some really good stuff here to buy from this dude. Dark and Berserk Ward I'd rather have. Ice Ward I'm not worried about. Thanks. Yes. Okay. We are out of stone. We're out of stone areas. So we're gonna give her Silence Ward back again. I should have thought of that when I was dealing with all those Ochus actually, because there hadn't seen anything that's stone for a while. Who are you? You also have armor. Do you have the same armor? You do not. Do you? You don't. I don't think she has a Silence Ward or anything, so we will get that. And we will put it on. Berserk, Stone Ward, Water Ward. What's up?
10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, a history lesson?
Jack saw his first shoe puff here. Surprised, he drew his blade and struck it.
But they're
Why?
adorable.
He was drunk. Thought it was a fiend.
Whoops.
Brother.
This is our second.
We offered all the money we had as an apology. Jecht never drank again. But it would seem that shoe puff still works here.
Oh! Oh! I don't remember if in the original version you could see the scar. But look at the back leg of that shoe puff. Wow! That's a detail I don't remember. I could see it on a higher resolution texture, or on a lower resolution texture, just looking like a crease, a fold. But yeah, now that I'm going through this again with the better texture, that you can totally see the slash mark, the scar there. That is so cool. But it's interesting that Titus was like, oh god, drunk.
No,
What a bother.
I don't think so. It's bad idea, yes.
Please,
And then of all
we beg
things,
of you.
that was what cured his alcoholism.
Impossible.
Impossible!
What's wrong?
Forgot these guys.
This guy won't let our chocobo on the shoe puff.
Impossible!
Ah, it is kind of big.
It's just not fair.
Sucks to be you.
He does have a point, though. Didn't say that. Just...
It is no good. We will have to find another way. We will find a ford where we can cross on foot.
On
Yes,
chocobo
Captain,
foot.
sir.
But that'll take days.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, boy.
That's our captain.
LOL. Yeah! She still has a bright green crotch. That is so... obvious.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Those words stayed with me. I wonder how Captain Lucille is doing.
I don't remember... I didn't remember that retrospective existed. That's really interesting to me because, one, where there's a will, there's a way is an English saying, and I don't know what that would be in Japanese. There are definitely some Japanese proverbs that have, like, very similar parallels in English, and maybe it was a case like that where whatever proverb was used there just converted very easily into where there's a will, there's a way. But maybe not. That's the thing I'm gonna want to look into later. And then the second thing is Titus also wonders how Captain Lucille is doing. And I can't remember if we're gonna see her again in the game at all. So that's really interesting to me. I'm gonna take a moment to save. Actually, I think I'm gonna end this episode here because I forgot to keep track of time again. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely been over 10 minutes, possibly been closer to 15. Gosh, I mean, this is an RPG, and it makes it a little hard to gauge how long the episodes should be for YouTube. I mean, because sometimes you get just cutscene after cutscene after cutscene, and since there's not really a good way to pause a lot of the cutscenes, it's hard to cut things up in a steady way. But it sure doesn't help when I don't even keep track of time at all. So anyway, yes, that will be the end of this episode. I'll finish talking to all the people in this area as part of the next episode. And for those of you watching on Twitch, if you just hang on, I'll record more. So have a good one.